Hello, buddy. Welcome back. Let's go ahead and get back in here. Oh, man. I didn't drink an insane amount last night, but I had a little bit. But, dude, it was like all day today. I was just feeling hungover. It hits different when you get a bit older. For sure. Starting to feel a little bit better here now, though. I think I had... It's hard to exactly calculate. But... probably 5 or 6 drinks. A bit much. Should probably stop at 2 or 3. It's kind of hard to calculate because it was just me pouring mixed drinks with different denominations of alcohol in it, or whatever you call it, different proofs. I think I just banned, I don't know, Brand. His win rate's not that high, but this feels really hard to shut him down, and he's good against one more drink. Nah, probably should have. Probably stick with 2 or 3. I also had some beer because some of the people just wanted to drink beer, and I was like, okay, and I don't drink that beer that often. Beer's just too much liquid, not enough teeth in my mind. And it's just like, it's okay. The flavor's not insane. Alright, Leona's banned. I could do Nautilus again. I could also just do Recon. Do Recon, I guess.
Let's dance.
I should spend some of my blue essence to buy extra rune pages. I mean, you don't really need to, but I guess it's not that big of a deal flipping back through several of them. Because I don't even use... Probably don't use the Seraphine one. Yeah, Nautilus, the same thing as Leona. Then like Braum and Tom. Braum and Tom and Rakan is the same thing. God, I remember it was an accomplishment when I got my 20 rune pages. I had all of the runes and 20 rune pages. I don't even remember. I think that was like 4 years of playing 500 to 1,000 games a year, probably on average. There was one year on the channel, I think the most I ever played was 2,400 games in a year. So I look back and I'm like, that's a lot, man. That's like 7 or 8 games a day on average, with some days off. I mean, I guess it's not that crazy if you think an average game is 30 minutes. I mean, that's like 3 or 4 hours, but now it feels like a lot. It's like, man, after I play like, 3, I'm just like, I don't know. If I had to, I could sit down and, stream for 4 hours again, but okay, all this is fine. God, Morgana's obnoxious though. Nidalee, dude, this is not Korea. Like, not playing anything else. I think I had, I think Rory was alive when I did that number, because I'm pretty sure that might have been the first season. First or second season on the channel, I should say, or like, whatever, year on the channel. But I think she was very young and just kind of slept most of the time or went to daycare. And I was just like teaching 2 classes per. I was in Ohio, so really didn't do much else other than school and channel. Frozen Heart Rush. I mean, that's basically never gonna happen, I think. I mean, like, yes, it is okay, like, against Vi, Renekton, and Yone, but I I just don't think it's gonna beat Warmogs. I mean, maybe as a second item. I mean, they don't have that much poke, but Warmogs is just such a crazy value. It is. I mean, it is good, but almost everybody gets LDR too, though. Like, there's almost no cost to getting LDR. Even against squishies, you get LDR as like third item. But yeah, this is probably I was gonna say a Tabby game, but a Steel Caps game. I don't know. I mean, Frozen Heart is pretty good, but oh yeah, people build LDR. I mean, I don't know. Is that other thing Mortal Reminder better? I have to look because I feel like 35, 35, 25. No, I don't know. I don't know if Grievous maybe, but for 10 AD, 10 AD is a lot. Yeah, it's basically 10 AD, dealing physical damage. I mean, you're right. It doesn't have the passive. It's a lot closer than it used to be, for sure. I don't know. I mean, maybe. More and more people are getting Bloodthirster, Blade of the Ruined King. I could see it. Especially if you're behind. Or if they have, you know, an Enchanter or something on their team. But Yone's probably going Blade of the Ruined King. Renekton does have a pretty high base heal. I don't know if he'll go Death Stance or not, but yeah, I think maybe you're right. So you're basically paying 350 gold worth of stats by losing 10 AD to get Grievous. If I had warded that sooner, I don't know if he got his fourth shot off on them or not. Oh god, it's Kate Morg too. I didn't realize that. That's like such a gross combo. I had been banning Caitlyn too. So I feel like with a lot of the nerfs to all the other items, like your standard, whatever she does, Collector, Infinity Edge, probably gets a little bit better. You know, I think people don't leverage her range super well. Maybe could have hit her. I was in range.
For humans, magic is like fire. For us, it is water.
That is really obnoxious too, because I can't get Mercs, because their whole team is like AD. Oh, what? He doesn't hit her with that? I don't know. He would have missed a CS, but I feel like hitting her with a fourth shot might have been worth. Oh, she's got first strike instead of fleet. What? Okay, well, It's a trade. Oh, nice! Haha! Got him. The trap.
I'm offended by how little attention I'm given.
Yeah, I feel like people sleep. I mean, IE did get nerfed, but people who don't care about the attack speed as much and can get it early. I don't. Does anyone literally get it first item now? I feel like those people still would get like collector IE or something. I guess if you can get a BF sword on your first back. I don't think she has enough for a Q. God, he overstayed so hard.
I'm gonna burn this place down. Then help them build it back.
I feel like a lot of people aren't people getting like Bloodthirster first? Also, on some of those champs. Oh, she's going lethality, okay. Interesting, interesting. Oh, he hit. Hell, really? He autoed a minion there? I think it's gonna bounce. I gotta buy. Nice. Oh, he got away from buy too. Okay. I guess we'll just go giant belt.
They will see my dance.
You
Then
will
they
die
know
for it.
magic's joy.
Art shall blossom from your fear.
Well, we're getting cants in every other lanes organically, just losing, so it's kind of rough. Oh, if he hits it. Thought she might. Black shield. Do you not have flash? No, he doesn't. Okay, fair enough. We did lose some minions under tower, but that is going to give us a bigger push here. Yeah, back up, dude. Please don't get another wave. Just back.
I got the move for you. Go, baby. I feel like my allies
Oh,
aren't
how are we down? I guess we are down a lot of CS. He's just missing wide open CS.
rude.
No fucking way. Okay, yes. I have to say, there's no way she gets out of that. No, 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 no. No, I think we just want to disengage. I don't know why he popped that. Be careful. Isn't Vi right there with ult? Does she not have ult or something? Maybe she doesn't have it, or she would have used it on Nidalee. Dude, please, like, it's so obvious. She was just there with ult. Like, we saw her level 7.
Humans claim it is theirs. They fence us away and cover it in refuse.
Dude, that was so late on that trap, but she still got it off somehow.
Wild as magic.
Where Morg is.
Your mark eventually.
It's just like so profoundly dumb. It's unbelievable. Like, we just saw her there literally like 5 seconds ago. Can I get to that?
An enemy has been slain.
This looks like another dangerous situation.
An enemy has been slain.
I didn't get the assist on it.
The face of your killer is identical to mine.
God, he almost died to W. Please just back. Okay, well that was good. Morg was messing with me and he got a little one-on-one there. No, give me, I guess just give me that. And that.
Magic.
Oh.
Ha! I'm G to the D. Golden diamonds, boy. Woo!
This could be warded, I don't know. Okay, Black Shield is down.
I have got to
An
stop.
ally has been slain.
Oh my god. Really? I mean, I'm making her miss a lot of CS though, I guess, but it's like Morgana's that far back.
Long ago, our kind danced upon the mountain of my flames.
Alright, now we're caught up in CS. Jhin does seem pretty strong right now. I know Butter thinks Jhin is super strong. Butter just hates artists. Or serial killers. Or serial killer artists. Shit. Wait, I thought... Okay, I thought Nidalee was there too. I guess not. No, 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 no. Caitlyn's just gonna ult her.
Ally has been slain.
Ecstasy needs a little fear.
Why? I live for the applause. You will die for it.
Okay. Okay, Jin didn't have his ult. I was like, why didn't Jin ult? Because he didn't have it. That's a good reason. Okay, well, we got his TP, I guess. I mean, I don't have ult. Shit, I really need resources. Oh my god, the fucking flash.
They're scared of magic. They are scared of where I'm from.
Damn, I was hoping I could shield and maybe get an assist. Maybe should not have stopped my back for that. Oh my god. He would have killed us both. All of his stuff is like AoE, so if I shield to him, he's just gonna one-tap me.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Alright.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
How many stacks does Nasus have? 246 I don't think is horrible.
You're welcome. I'm here. We can get it done.
Italy is just like, if you want something that power farms, like, just pick Karthus or Brand, Zyra.
Don't leave.
No, Nidalee is just way too much skill. Like, she's built around Season 6 Peanut. Like, that's who she's balanced for. Anime boobs and armpits. I gotta say, armpits is a pretty unique one to me. What it sounds. Of course, I'm not a master of the fetishes, but
Without wild magic, we have no children. We have no.
oh sh! I fucking went the wrong way. Oh my god. Okay. I don't know about him going in. That's kind of iffy, but okay, he made it.
Has destroyed a turret.
Okay, recover. Burn 'em up.
Do I not have it yet? I don't. Gotta get. Now this is one, I guess, if you do want to go Frozen Heart, where
Down.
I can't really do it because, or I've got to get at least a Ruby Crystal first to get the Warmogs activated. So this is one of the times, like the few times where it maybe matters. I got it online at 18 minutes. If you don't get tier 2 boots, if you just get brown boots actually before Warmogs, you can have it online at like 18 minutes instead of 20. Malzahar doesn't have his ult.
Magic is to plunge into it, move with it, dance and dance.
What, they're buffing Faded Ashes? Why? That's like the most OP jungle item in the game. Pro play is still mostly AD mids, at least from what I've seen. Tristana's seems to be mostly gone from pro, but you still see Corki, Ezreal, Zeri. get there in time? I don't think so, but... Oh, they mad about that.
An enemy has been slain.
I don't know. Do I just YOLO and get Ionians? Maybe I just get Ionians. Just say whatever. I mean, Steel Caps are obviously good here, but... I've got enough for Ionians, and they're cheaper, and I just don't think they're going to blow me up. I mean, if I get, like, more binded in front of,
Destroyed a turret.
you know, 4-item Caitlyn, I'll probably get blown up, but...
Time to show it.
Huh. Okay, I'll have to see. Where do they have that info up? Do we know the details yet? Wait, is there a patch? There's not a patch this week, is there?
Is what I like to see.
Woo! I am so into this. What is this? I'm just trying to live the moment. It's magic, it's wild. I'm just here for the party. Should I be running? Yeah, I should probably be running.
Gnosis is seeming pretty good this game. Even though last few times I've seen him, he's been worthless. He's actually doing alright this game. Might as well put something down. I mean, Locket does feel kind of worthless. I'll just get Knight's Vow.
I will walk in.
Just for a little bit more armor and health.
They will part.
I'm gonna say Locket to stop, like, Vi Burst. God, look at that. What is that build? On Freak's X account.
I can't wait.
Oh, no details yet. When are they actually just going to make a Riot account that just talks about patch notes and announcements? Got him, coach. Alright.
Control. It ain't a
Your
party.
team has destroyed a turret.
It's like on all these people's, like, private account, like, Twitter accounts.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
I don't know. For a company that size, it just seems kind of goofy
Take a lot of words
to make official announcements on behalf of your company from, you know, that's got 100 million users worldwide. But you can't afford to pay some or get some intern just to write your notes and put it up on an official company account. Oh my god, dude. Stupid ass build. Finally got a couple of kills. What is the Yone building? Okay, he at least built Infinity Edge. I mean, Blatherin King does damage, allows you to sustain through lane, but... paying an intern. Yeah, I mean, Freak's probably already rolled in the money. He's the lead designer. Or, like, lead balance director, whatever the hell they call him. Like, it should be part of his job to post it and describe it. I don't know, just like somebody, just whoever posts it, just put it on an official account. Riot Balance Team. Something like that. Riot announcements. They could also not only do like patch notes, and they probably have a Riot Games account. Why don't they just post it on that? They probably have something where they announce like new skins and shit. Then people that are coming for patch notes, then they might see your other announcements too. Of course, the people who actually like preview patch notes before they're even out is probably like 10% of the population or less, to be fair. But huh. What? Oh, did she just stop moving just because? Or what? No, okay. So Malzahar's thing wasn't still working. Yeah, because he ulted Yone, and Yone got out of it with his ult. That was pretty slick. Morg does feel pretty useless later on. Like, you have to have a super fed person that's difficult to kill without crowd control. Like something that steals a lot of health or has crazy resets, Master Yi, that type of thing. Me good, you bad, lol. Let's go physical. Okay, that's like a dad joke from like the 80s or something, so nobody under like 40, maybe 30 is even going to get that joke. If it's a reference to Let's Get Physical, which surely it is. Was that I Am Under 40, sir? That was Madonna, right? I'm pretty sure. Madonna, probably mid-80s. Alright. Give me 1 second. We'll play another one. The Jin actually did a lot of damage. He went rapid fire second also. I feel like that item can be such a bait, but I guess on Jin, like, it makes sense. Like, the range on his 4th shot's a very big deal. What is MLBB? Epic is like, is that baseball? Major League Baseball something? Mobile Legends Bang Bang. Okay. Is that the same thing as standard Mobile Legends, or is that like another spinoff? Thought about playing some other games too. Okay. I was thinking Final Fantasy 14 for a little bit, just kind of for fun, not taking it that seriously, just kind of poking away at it. I heard this expansion is kind of bad though. It just came out and the servers are going to be crazy, so I was like, I don't know, and I just don't know if I have time for that. But then I'd heard recently that Cyberpunk's like DLC was pretty good, and I was like, you know, I never beat that game. It was pretty good. I just kind of burned myself out doing like every mission as like a stealth run, sort of. But I was like, I could revisit that. I could revisit Witcher, or because I never beat Witcher 3 either. Or Baldur's Gate. Never did finish Baldur's Gate. Oh yeah, I meant to look up, what is Brand's win rate now? Just, it's not great in the jungle. I mean, he can get shut down. It's just, the types of champs that I like to play, he's usually pretty good into them. Especially that, like, most tanks aren't rushing Locket. Outlaws. I don't know, I've never done a lot of Star Wars. MMO, I don't know if that's an MMO or not. Is that an MMO? Stardew? I don't know if I want to do Stardew. Like, those little collector games. If I want to do something like that, I'd probably just play, like, FF14. If I wanted to do, like, just non-fighting, just management of collectibles and stuff like that. RPG, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I thought about getting something like that for my daughter, or like Animal Crossing, but there was one friend that I had that played some Animal Crossing, and I looked at it and I was like, I thought, is it going to be like Final Fantasy? Because Final Fantasy 14's crafting system, like the way you collect stuff and craft, especially I really like the fishing and all that kind of stuff, was actually like pretty fun. I didn't realize I had like 600 hours on Final Fantasy 14, and I never even got through the second expansion. I like just started it. So I spent so much time just leveling up all the crafting professions, and obviously it wasn't even max level. But I wasn't being like obviously super efficient or anything. Try Nautilus here. Not sure if that's amazing into them, but because I can't peel Nocturne insanely well, but Kaisa should be okay against him too. Yeah, and I really don't want to get her on. She's already addicted enough to her iPad. So it's like, I don't think I want to get her anything like more addictive. I did get her, she had asked my wife for Minecraft, and she kept saying she wanted Minecraft, and so for her birthday, I got her Minecraft, normal Minecraft, and like some expansion or something with it. Or no, I guess it was normal Minecraft, and then Minecraft Dungeons they had a package deal. It was like 50% off for like all of the expansions, everything with it. Because we had seen that at this barcade that we went to. So yeah, I got her Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons, and she was like, "Oh my god!" She was so excited, and now she like hardly ever plays it because it was on Switch. I got it on the Switch, but she got this like Minecraft knockoff, this cheap free Minecraft knockoff on the iPad,
To Summoner's Rift.
and she plays that sometimes. But yeah, so she just really doesn't
Minion spawn.
play a ton of games that aren't just like little kind of collectible games. There's one she just like decorates houses and stuff. It's called like Toka Life World or something, and it's got like all these little microtransactions for like extra buildings or outfits or whatever, and it's like, you know, $2 for like a new building or something.
Minions have spawned.
And so we let her do chores, and she gets to spend some of her money on buying some of those little microtransactions. So, because part of it's like, we're like, well, it is a waste of money, it is dumb, but you know what? So is something like Barbie, probably. But like Barbie's now, especially after that movie, what? He's going back in? There must be somebody coming, right? There's no way he's that dumb. Oh my god, dude. Wow. Dude, that's something special. I thought we were being dumb. I was like, that is so obviously a bait. Okay. So yeah, I mean, I really thought about allowing her to play Final Fantasy XIV because they do have a free trial, unlimited time, all the way up like through 3 expansions or something. So she could just go through, and she would love just going around collecting stuff or just flying around looking at things. So that's what she liked to do. She'd see me playing WoW, and she wanted to just fly around like above Ogremar, and she thought that was so much fun. A couple of years ago. And that would be something we could do together. I could get her the trial account on the PS. I could get her a PS5. Get her the trial account on it. I really wanted to play the Final Fantasy VII remakes. But it's like, it'd be something kind of fun we could play together, but I play stuff on Switch with her too. Play some Smash Bros. Or Mario Kart. I like games where we can kind of team up against the AI, because then I can get her to actually win some without having to, you know, throw sandbag. Nice. Oh my god, she missed it. Yeah. Oof, man. This is a game for sure. know if we want to be fighting him. I mean, maybe he'll stay. I don't know, like... Well, everybody... I mean, Skarner missed his entire thing, didn't he? He didn't even hit the Thresh or the Jinx. Like, everybody's playing pretty poorly. I think I played that alright. But... we don't want to fight him? We're just not sure where Vi is? I guess that's fair. Dragon's up. Or Nocturne, I guess. He's pretty behind, though. Maybe I could try Emax again. I haven't done that in a while, but that would help your damage problem as Nautilus. Would give you a little more wave clear. But the fact that I'm not getting a mana item, like that I'm not getting Frozen Heart, is maybe not the best. Does he have a... he does not have a pink. Okay. Oh shit, he's already got one in there. Damn it. So annoying. Damn. I don't think I had a clean... I maybe could have flash queued. I didn't know that it was going to time out that fast, though, to be honest. I thought he was going to get the pin on her. Ugh, that was close. Almost didn't get out of tower range. Yeah, if I hook her that close, Thresh can just hook me under tower. He's dead, right? Yeah.
An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Maybe he could have just bought a potion. Yeah, Dragon's a bait there. We really don't want to give up, because we would have lost our back timing. We were both at like half health. We're about to pop 6. We could have killed him again. I think we just pressure here. Just keep pushing. Now we can get Dragon on this back. Okay, maybe not. So he has it warded, he just doesn't have a control ward for it, I guess. You show top, Dragon down probably, so...
An enemy has been slain.
Nice. Oh, Skarner never even rotated for that. It was just Lux. Alright. Maybe not. Okay, come on. That's rough. Oh my god, they had it fucking warded. Are you shitting me?
It's a trap. Be ready.
You're a reject. Dude, that's a joke from like the 80s or something. You're a reject, man. What? I haven't heard that in like 20 years. On the grill. Wasn't familiar with your game. Oh, for cooking? That's pretty funny. I hadn't heard that before. No, couldn't get the angle. Yeah, dragon is almost always a freaking bait, man. It really is. Individual dragons really don't mean that much. It's like, if literally there's nothing else, you get the tower pushed in, you just killed like 3 people or something. It's like, okay. Or you just push in and you have prio in all your lanes. Alright. Oh, don't dash forward, though. Just even on items, it looks like. I don't know if that revealed me or not, her attacking out of the bush like that. It may have, it maybe didn't. Okay. It got farmed, but that takes some pressure off of us. Can we kill him? Does he get him? Oh, he just misses everybody? Oh my god. It's a freaking disaster. I don't know why he just didn't go the direction I went.
An ally has been slain.
Oh, Kaisa back too. I didn't even notice that. That's kind of awkward. But we did get Kaisa back timing. Oh, Elder, yeah, Elder's pretty impactful, and Soul is impactful. Most of the Souls are pretty good. Like, it's like Dragon helps a little bit. It's just got so much HP, and the amount of gold and XP that you get off of it is far less than a wave, I think, early on. It's okay. But it just feels like people just want to do it so frequently when sometimes just getting a back timer early to pick up your item is way more important. Let her get the soul XP. Usually not worth it to kill the support, but like right before an objective. And he's pretty fresh, he hasn't died a lot.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
No. Alright. Alright, I guess I'll come back down there. I'm gonna save that so that Darius is not aware that I could be here.
An ally has been slain. Killing spree.
I think we probably need to get out of here, bruh. Would Kaisa have got her? I don't know, man. She's barely out of range. Maybe if she gets 1 or 2 more hits. That might have been a case of the KS professor, but... Oh, was he? Okay, my bad. Yeah, he was 0-4, I guess, at the time. Whatever. I think it was worth it to get Kaisa a kill and like right. That's a time where Dragon's okay. You just killed somebody. You've got your lanes pushed. You kill a third person. Okay, well they are going after this guy.
An ally has been slain. Your turret has been destroyed.
Damn it, his Cave Jinx 2 kills. Yeah, you just can't be overstaying like that. Like, I know you want to get that tower. It's not even close! It's got like 400 HP on that tower. Come on, bro. Ash, actually, I can't do that. Control wards. Sup, cannon. I should not have gotten that kill. I didn't mean to. I did not have to press E there.
Has been slain.
Oh my god, these clowns are getting away with this. God, dude, this stun. Oh my god. I don't have my R for a moment here.
Double kill.
Did we kill her, buddy? Hey, Zerath wasn't there. I don't know. Okay, no, Jinx, they're gonna get her.
Enemy has been slain.
Yeah, I mean, Zerath is kind of hitting a little bit. We'll get Locket. Wait, what am I doing? Oh, with the E up top. Yeah, I shouldn't have pressed E there. I don't know, like, he still had his ghost. But yeah, I shouldn't have pressed E. I didn't think a level 1 E was going to be enough to kill him, honestly, but we also, there's, you know, is it going to even matter if, by the same logic, if I use it? It's not doing that much damage. Oh, yeah. Hold up.
Enemy killing spree. Your turret has been destroyed. Enemy has been slain. Triple kill.
I can take it. Yeah. Let's do it. Everybody's fucking dead. I guess Nocturne's not, but they don't have a ward on it. I guess he could blue ward it. I don't know if he has flash. No. Kill him. Okay, nice. Wow, everyone had the discipline to stop. That is unreal in Emerald. Everyone just stopped DPS and killed him. I am impressed. Okay, so we've already got a Frozen Heart. I guess we just get Vow here. Thresh. Thresh is hard to play, man. I know you like Thresh, and you got pretty... He's, especially in the last few years, it's just kind of rough. I mean, he still has his kit, but his numbers are just... not what they used to be compared to some of the power creep out there. I mean, I guess Nautilus is similar, but... Where's that top? Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna... Are we getting Dragon right now? I guess we are. Alright, Nocturne already used his ult, so I'm just gonna pressure this a little bit. Even though I don't do any damage. We just calling it here? Alright. I mean, Nocturne shouldn't have his ult back yet. I feel like we probably should have pressured that a bit more. Alright, step up to this with me. I don't know. I guess we're not getting that much done here, but... Nocturne is technically kind of close, I guess. I don't know. It's been a lot of questionable stuff this game. The Darius somehow has kills now. I could flash ult him, but I don't know. I probably should have flashed the stun and ulted him, for being honest. So we need to get that up there. Hell, he flashed out of it. That's so obnoxious. Oh my god. He still got her? He missed everything. I guess we get tower, hopefully. Jinx is gonna get resets and just can kill everybody. How did? I thought Urgot was chewing up the Nocturne. No, it was the Skarner ult is what that disable was. Okay, I thought that was the Urgot thing. Dude, how much damage is this shit doing? That's nutty. Emerald, yeah, it's mostly plat-ish, mid to high plat, possibly low diamond once you get to like Emerald 1 or 2 type of previous players. I think it mostly just split plat, because I think the diamond ratio is about the same. Fucking seriously? Baron's not even up. I guess it's about to be up. Fuck. I just got caught up talking and just autopiloting over to warding without thinking about where they are. I mean, I did have Kaisa with me. That's why I was like, okay, but then they had everybody. Okay, well, they kind of bailed me out there. Surely they're not doing it. They might be on it. Does he have Warmogs? He does. Okay, that's good. No, they're not doing it. And that was a big, big wave middle that I bypassed. Don't let her ult this. Just trying to block the Jinx. Okay, can we get Baron? Nice. Alright. Oh, I forgot to get in the Discord. I don't know if Jason got on or not. Yeah, I gotta be careful. We're all kind of spread out against Nocturne. What are we doing? I guess Urgot can be top, but okay. I mean, Lux is pushing a lane. That's okay, but wait, does someone else have Knight's Vow? Okay. So I can't conduit him. Okay, I thought you used to be able to conduit someone else who is conduiting someone else. You know what I mean? Like, as long as you weren't receiving the healing reduction from two different people, you could give healing reduction to the other person that was giving healing reduction. I mean, if they're messing around with these wards instead of, like, actually pressuring me, I'll take it.
Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor. Your team has destroyed an inhibitor.
Okay, I need to put this on somebody. I guess I put it on Argot. Okay, I guess we're just resetting for gold. I feel like a little... I guess we didn't have that much Baron left, but... Got 3 inhibs down. You might want to stay for Baron up 3 inhibs, but... Maybe not. Side lane. Yeah, I don't know. It is tough if you don't have anybody that can side lane. I mean, sometimes you can go on the other side. Like, and just not be on the same side. Like, just play, you know, wave clear and peekaboo. And stay away from the, you know, bruiser top or whoever. Oh, almost got him midair. Alright, fine. I know there was a ward over there. I wasn't able to kill in time, but... Unless he replaced a ward. Shit, Nocturne's up in our jungle now.
Rampage.
Okay. Chinks with the random ult. Yeah, I guess it's better than nothing. You gotta try something. Yeah, Lux. I don't know. Well, the thing is, we had pressure in the other lanes. We had eyes on Nocturne, I think. It just kind of depends on the state of your vision. Like, you can push up a little bit, but... You gotta be careful. Obviously. What is this? Oh, sweeper.
Your team has destroyed
Alright. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't see her the whole time, but yeah, you're right. It is a little questionable. Like, Luck should be someone who's probably in the middle, and Kaisa should be on the side. If anybody, ideally. But... That's a pretty good team. I mean, this guy, this Garner, kind of lost his mind at some point and made a couple of dumb plays, but overall is fine. I think everybody played pretty well. Like, Kaisa played really well. I was just shocked people, like, everybody stopped damage on the Baron, at least Skarner, Kaisa, and I, and killed the Nocturne when he flew in. Abusing text chat. Okay. Yeah, it happens. I mean, it's fine. Like, the main thing is he didn't give up playing. He kept trying, and I mean, he didn't use, like, any racial slurs or anything. He just called someone a reject. I think it was the Lux. I don't remember. But, you know, that's why I mute everybody. As long as you just keep playing, whatever. I'd rather have somebody, ideally you're having someone that's cheerful and happy and playing to win. But if you have to choose one, I'd rather have somebody that's playing to win, that's raging a little bit in the chat. Because I can mute the chat, but I can't play for them. And make them, like, keep playing. So, I guess it is the new bar. I mean, I don't know. I don't hear 90% of what people say, because if someone starts to say anything negative, I just mute. But yeah, it is kind of a sad state of affairs that there's just so much negativity everywhere. Not just League, but just all over the place. But there's a lot of positivity too. I think the negativity just gets highlighted a lot more, and people tend to remember it a lot more. Unless it's just like insanely, overwhelmingly positive stuff, like somebody just hands you $100 for free on a sidewalk or something. You know, I think a lot of people brush off compliments like, hey, nice shoes, or hey, whatever. And, you know, you'll remember something like, hey, idiot, why'd you cut in line? You know, something like that, right? And I'm guilty of that too. Like, there's so many positive, amazing students. And I do remember, like, the really, you know, special ones. But then it's just, like, the other silent majority of, like, 80% that are just, like, you know, positive, but not, like, super positive. Sometimes I find myself, you know, not remembering them as much as, like, the 5% of negative people. It's like the silent majority of relatively positive to neutral people just, I don't know. Just somehow they just never have a voice. Hardly. I mean, I guess that's kind of a catch-22 because they're the silent majority. But I think the majority of people are positive, nice, like, decent people. They just don't say a lot. That's my take on it. Maybe that's a rosy-colored thing, but anyways, okay. Well, that's it for me, unfortunately. I got to get up in the morning, take care of the girls, be negative to get noticed. You'll get noticed. I don't know if you want the notice, but you can be very positive. I mean, the most memorable people are the really positive, like, cool ones. Right? People who, like, say memorable stuff. It's not, like, necessarily compliments to me, but just, like, the people that, like, you know, will stay after and ask questions or want help on an essay, even though they've already got an A, or, you know, write a really amazing paper and things like that. Like, I do remember the very high-performing people, and sometimes I'm not sure who the negative people are. I'll just see, like, a bad review or something, right? But you're gonna get, like, I'd say every year I maybe get, like, maybe 4, maybe like 1 out of every 2 classes, one that's like, and usually it's just like, this guy's boring, or this class is boring, you know, or something like that. Like, it's not even that negative. Like, this guy should never be teaching, he's horrible. Occasionally, I get one of those maybe every couple of years. But most of them are overwhelmingly positive, but I don't know. Sometimes I do. I'm just like, why did this one person not like me? It's like, you know, if you get 95% of random people that are assigned your class, most of which are going to come in not thrilled about English as a subject, almost none of them are English majors, anyone that's moderate to conservative, which is a lot of the students, you know, are going to be a little skeptical of the humanities to begin with because of the whole culture war thing. So I think especially considering that population, you know, being able to have most people come out of there at least neutral and some people be pretty positive is pretty cool. I mean, there was one guy, speaking of just positive, memorable people, I'll never forget this guy. And I remember his name, his face, you know, everything. He had a couple of classes with me, but he wrote a review, or I think he told me this after class one time, and he wrote glowing reviews too, but he was just like, said something like, I just want you to know, when I started college, I hated English, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do, but I took your class, and you just taught it in such a different way that I'd never thought about. He's like, I thought it was actually pretty cool, and now I'm going to law school. And so he came in, and now he's going to law school. I helped him write his, letter that he sent in, his statement of purpose or whatever. And then he contacted me after he got in, and I looked him up, a couple of years after, and he finished his degree. He's a practicing lawyer now. So, like, that's not going to happen all the time, but you really can make a difference. And this is a guy that you would not suspect from the get-go would be, really this, like, academic guy, like, coming in. He had kind of, like, he just, because I wasn't sure in my class, he just looked kind of checked out. right? Or just tired. But it was an 8 a.m. class. He kind of had a little bit of like a male version of an RBF. He just kind of looked tough, you know? And so I was just like, I didn't think he didn't like the class, but he was never just coming in front row like, yay, this is English, I love it, you know? But it, you know, it made a big difference. He was just kind of a strong silent type. I don't know if I would recommend English major. It depends on what your goals are and what you like to do. The job market is, if you're looking for a job where you're just going to be able to plug right in and get something, it's pretty bad. I mean, honestly, it's pretty bad. Now, I enjoy it, and there are quite a few office jobs, honestly, where they don't really care what your degree is. If you can just communicate well, you come in, you interview well, you sell yourself really well to them, you know, they'll take you in. So it doesn't matter what your degree is. So what I always, you know, tell people in my class is I was like, major in something that you enjoy. Because the most important thing is that you actually complete the degree, that you finish it, and ideally that you get pretty good grades. That's the most important thing. And you're much more likely to get good grades and to actually show up and finish your degree if you enjoy what you're doing. So is something like English gonna be as marketable as mechanical engineering, right? If you could, you know, snap your fingers and magically have the degree with a 4.0 in each one? No, of course not. But a lot of people hate engineering or can't do engineering. So it's a lot better if you enjoy something like psychology, or maybe you enjoy something like history or whatever, to go in, just major in history or psychology, do what you enjoy, and then, you know, you can find a job later, right? Instead of trying to force something that you don't like because it has good job prospects or you're going to make good money. So you just got to work with what you got, right? Like, I couldn't be an engineer. I'm not good enough at math, but that's okay. Math was okay, but I like what I do. And there are a lot of jobs, again, sales, various business jobs and things like that. Like, they can teach you the skills on the job. But, you know, you just may not, they want somebody who's got the good communication skills. I mean, my uncle, it took him 7 years. He just partied a lot, finally got a degree in statistics, never used it, I don't think, in anything. It was just, he was a server for a while, and he worked his way up into, like, specializing in wine, and then got into, he was a bartender, and then he got into, like, liquor sales, and then worked his way up, like, wholesaling, right, like, selling to the stores, and then he worked his way up, and now he's the president of a local company. He is, yeah. He didn't use, I mean, he just has a degree. They just want you to have a degree, and he's just very personable. He worked hard, and he just spent a long time in that industry, and he knows what he's doing, and he basically did sales, and now he does more, you know, on kind of the business end of it, but he learned all of that, you know, kind of on the job. He didn't have any of that about, my uncle was a cool guy. I mean, he's like 16 years older than me, but I remember thinking he was super cool, and I still think he's cool. When I was growing up, he's chilled out a lot. I don't think they tell me a ton about his, like, super wild side when he was younger. But I highly suspect, you know, he didn't have a problem getting some dates on a Friday night. You know, probably wasn't lacking a lot of friends. But yeah, I mean, doing that, so that's what I always tell him. I'm like, yes, job market is a thing. Yes, you're spending a lot of money to get this degree, but it's not going to matter if you don't complete the degree. Not everyone can be a doctor. Not everyone can be an engineer. And that's fine. But if you're good at engineering, if you enjoy it, yeah, go for it. If you know, think you'd be a great doctor or whatever, absolutely go for it. But I think there's so many students that feel pressured into, I have to do this, you know, really marketable job. And most of them are in high demand because they're very challenging. Not always, but very. I mean, I think a happy middle ground is like a business degree in, like, accounting or marketing or something like that. At my school, was not insanely hard. It depends on how good you are at different things. But it's like, it's a reasonable, degree that you can get that does have some direct, like, ways you can get jobs. But even those jobs are going to be, like, super competitive anyways. So, yeah, I agree, John. It's just a lot of jobs just want you to have a degree. Because a degree really just says to employers, this person can commit to something, work hard, buckle down, and get it done. And you do kind of just learn a lot of critical thinking that transfers really well to other fields just because you took a bunch of these classes in college. So, and I tell all my students too, I'm like, just go to a good state school. I mean, the school that I go to is relatively cheap as far as college goes. If you're in state, I think it's like $13,000 a year tuition. And there's a very good program, this lottery scholarship, where you basically siphon a bunch of money off of poor, uneducated people with the lottery, which is not great, but it is what it is. But at least they redistribute that into people going to college. So I think you can still get like $5,000 like guaranteed if you just finished high school and go to college. Now, if you don't do well, that gets revoked. But that basically brings the in-state sticker price down to like $7,000 or something a year. Now, housing is very expensive around here, but I think that is probably worth it to go to college and just get any kind of degree or whatever. I'm not sure that it would be worth it this day and age to, go to some like fancy private school for $75,000 to $100,000 a year. Go $200K in debt for an art degree. It's like, is that worth it? Probably not. Probably not. I mean, maybe if that's really what you want to do, but that's where you get into trouble, where you go get these expensive liberal arts degrees that don't have direct, applicability to jobs, and you go in massive debt. But nobody has to do that. Like, you can just go to a state college, most of which are probably under $20K, and if you want to get an art degree, at my university for $7,000 a year, okay, sure. Right? Because you could just, that'll be $28,000 in debt by the time you get out, assuming you get all loans, assuming you don't get any other financial aid or scholarships, and there's a lot of those too. But yeah, I mean, $28,000 in debt is a lot, but you could still, if you had to, you could just work at Starbucks probably and make $30,000 a year, minimum wage, and that's not the worst thing in the world, while you, look for an office job. Or hell, just keep working at Starbucks. Fuck it. At least you had a fun time in college and learned some stuff. That's kind of how, like, my PhD program, I never finished it, but I don't know that I necessarily regret it. I regret a little bit not finishing it. I kind of wish I'd finished it. It depends. Like, I still understand why I didn't. It's kind of a coin flip, but I don't think it was necessarily a waste of time, even though I didn't get the degree. Obviously, if you get the degree, it's better. But, I still learned a lot out of it. I still enjoyed some of those classes and the people that I met and some of the experiences and things like that. So I think even if you don't use your college degree, it's useful for a college or for an office job, but also, you just get those kinds of experiences that you're just not going to get anywhere else. Frat party type of experiences, potentially, if that's your thing. But just other stuff, man. Just people being excited, people being ambitious, doing things. There's clubs, intramural sports. You get to learn things in the classes. I don't know. I'm a big fan of college. Although the debt is massive if you go to, especially a private school. It's hard to say that's worth it anymore unless you, like, that school specializes in, unless you're just a high-performing student, basically. That school specializes in exactly what you want to do. You can't get that from a state school, and you're super driven, and you're going to, get some big-ticket job. Right, if you go to like some school with really good technology stuff, like MIT or something, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, or some institute of technology, and then you end up being some kind of like crazy computer programmer, making $200K a year. Yeah, okay, the MIT $75K a year or whatever is worth it, but I had a friend that went to Northwestern, and at the time, I think it was $40,000 a year, and this was like 20 years ago. It was like $40,000 a year, and the in-state school was $5,000 a year. And both of her parents worked at the school, so it would have been free. And she went for a music degree. It was music and journalism, so it was like $200K in debt for a music and journalism degree. Now it was a top school for music performance and for journalism, and she got a master's out of that. It was a 5 years undergrad master's combined. I think she is a copy editor. I haven't talked to her in a long time, but I think she is like an editor somewhere. But I don't think you needed a borderline Ivy League school, to do that. Now, she probably had good experiences there. I think she did, from what I'm remembering. But it's like, I don't know. If my daughter wants to go somewhere and spend $100K for a music degree, I'm gonna say that's I do not recommend. But if you want to go in state for a music degree, sure. I mean, my wife, I guess she didn't get a degree in music. She just played a lot of music and was on scholarship for it. But you were born in a city with an Ivy League school. Nice. I think a lot of schools, it's really like who you're working with. I tell that to students a lot too. And I got to get out of here. I'm just kind of rambling. I do like talking with you, John. But everybody, Hanover, New Hampshire. Okay. Dartmouth. Yeah. That's pretty pimp. I mean, there was a guy in my PhD program who had graduated from Cornell, and I was not impressed. I will be honest with this guy. Not to hate too much, but I was just like, the stuff he said in class, it was just not great in the discussions, and he was just very socially awkward and kind of a D-bag. He may have been on the spectrum, honestly, and I don't know. And so I feel bad if he was, and I'm saying that about him, but I just remember there was like one class we were both in, and we were signing up for different readings where we had to like read this article or these chapters in this book, everybody 1 week out of the semester, and you had to do like a little mini presentation on it for 15 minutes at the beginning of class. And I was just looking at them, and I just raised my hand. They're like, okay, let's go ahead and sign up. It was just old school. You just told the professor, and she'd sign you up. And I was just like, yeah, I want to do week 3, and I don't remember who it was, but it was some author that I really enjoyed. It might have been a George Eliot, whatever, but I was the first one to raise my hand after looking at it for 10 seconds. I was like, all right, George Eliot, boom, that's what I want. Raised my hand. I was like, hey, I'll do week 3 or whatever. And then this guy raises his hand and, was just like, actually, I kind of wanted to do that one. And I just kind of looked at him. I'm like, are you serious? I just fucking called it. I mean, I didn't say that, but I was just, and he was just like, like look at me like dead serious. And I was just like, okay. And just let him have it. I was like polite about it, but I was like, really, dude? Like, I don't know, man. There's 14 other things to choose from here. But anyways, that just always kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I'm like, what is this dude's problem? But he was okay. He was a bit younger too. I think he was a master's student now that I remember it. And I was probably like 27. He was probably like 21 or 22. But anyways, I mean, he was mostly fine. But that was just something. That was possibly one of my only encounters with an Ivy League person. Where I was like, Actually, no, there was one girl that I went to middle school with that went to Harvard. And then I had lunch with her when I was an undergrad. She was back in town. We hadn't talked in a long time. And somehow we just like reconnected. I'm like, hey, let's go get some coffee or something. And she's like, okay, sure. And she was talking with me and kind of telling me about Harvard and stuff like that. And she was just like, honestly, I think UT, the college where I was going, it was like 3 people in here. John already knows where I go. It doesn't matter. But honestly, I think that this place is great. I think, you can get just about anything that you want here if you're just ambitious and you do the right thing and all this. She's like, I kind of wish I would have gone here, honestly. She's like, Harvard's so hardcore with all this other stuff. And she might have just been, you know, a little bit of just being nice, you know. But she was really cool and personable and very smart, and so, and her parents are very wealthy. But anyway, so that was a good experience with an Ivy Leaguer. But yeah, it's not worth it. It's not worth it for the vast majority of people, unless you're like a 1%er and you're trying to get, you know, some tech job out in Silicon Valley, or you're trying to be an investment banker in New York, or, you know, some crap like that. I just don't think it's worth it. It's hyper competitive. It's extremely difficult. It's very expensive. It's just overkill. Yeah, I've heard some other people that have been to, like, I don't know if they're Ivy League, but kind of nice schools, or they're just like, I should have just gone to the state school. But anyways, okay, I got out of here. I could stay up, you know, talk all night with you guys, but I do have to get up, take care of some stuff in the morning, take the kids in, prepare for some school stuff I got going on tomorrow. But as always, it's a pleasure. Thank you guys very much. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully around 10 p.m. or so. All right, see you. Have a good one.